Yeah, we're ready. What do you got?
All right, we're working on a BMW.
This a Beamer?
It is a...
This a 1200cc BMW
530.
Boxer twin?
It is a 530xi.
Oh, it's a car.
BMW is not a manufacturer that is known for releasing a lot of technical information. They tend to be proprietary.
So we're going to test
But we are going
this.
to see on a platform of OBD2 Global, we're going to see how well it works.
This is a MUCAR CDE900 MUCAR, and it's made by what, Car Think or something?
It's right there. Think Car.
Think Car Inc. makes it. So there you go.
All right.
So there's a bunch of instructions to read.
Well, it doesn't have a quick reusable container.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to use this.
So this is a one and done.
This is a one and done. So we're going to try and cut around it so we can use
The back of it.
reuse the back of it.
But then you're losing all the instructions now.
All right.
This how he cuts himself.
All right.
Look at that.
So it looks like it has a USB that charges it.
Yep.
Okay. Got a USB cover.
This is it for the manual.
Well, most scan tools are user friendly.
This is not handicap approved
So
because I can't open it.
it
with my
has a
fingers.
cover for the OBD2, which is good
There
to
we
keep
go.
it clean.
All right, I got it open finally. So there's some instructions.
Don't eat that.
Don't eat this. This is
Don't
not
eat that.
breakfast.
That is not for eating, but
Okay.
you
What
could
do you
use
got
it for
over
other things.
That's an OBT right there.
This
I
is
can
it
see
right here.
It's all plug and played already together.
Plug and play, ready to go.
Did you take your label off?
No, we'll leave that on there unless it just, yeah, we might as well take it off.
Might cover up something important.
Yeah, look at that. I'll just leave it just like that. There you go.
So how many cylinders this thing got?
This thing is, we know that it has an existing.
Looks like six cylinder in a row.
Air fuel ratio sensors are slow. We were able to determine that from a previous diagnostics. So we're gonna see if this thing picks up
Okay.
and gives us that information. Okay, this is a push pin. All right, here we go. All right.
So you have to have a motor on to make this work?
Well, so we can get the data. We could probably get the monitors, but for data. Nice screen. A little bit over advertising. That's 3 times.
3 times your
And
name?
4 times. Okay.
Buy
It is a new generation of OB2 code reader, bigger, faster, and stronger. Next. Touchscreen.
Looks like more advertising.
Okay, this is more advertising.
We're at 8 pages of advertising.
Okay, okay. All right, we don't need any of that. Okay, we don't need any of that. Okay, we don't need any of that. All right, so we have some options here. We can get live data, O2 sensor, erase, code, freeze frame, report, ECM, SRS, TCM. Those are just acronyms for which module you're going to be trying to do research on, but it says to be expanded. So right now it doesn't have supplemental restraint systems, automatic braking systems, transmission control modules, and I guess there's some features in the ECM. All right, so let's look at the setting.
I didn't get half of that.
All right. What happened?
Well, where's the carburetor at? Why do I need all this crap?
All right, so let's just jump into the show. We're gonna look for some live data streaming.
So right now, the ease of use for what it is it decent right now?
So far, so good. So far, so good. As it stands, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 for speed. I'm getting good, easy, readable data. This is red, so I don't know if it's red because there's an issue with it, because I know on my scan tools, when something lights red, there's an issue with it.
Yeah.
So that may be telling me that that may be out of manufacturer specs. So that's decent. If that's live data.
You know, just push button control down
I'm
there.
looking now to see if I can get out of that. Okay. So we have absolute throttle position. We have airflow rate. Okay, we have no DTCs, which is diagnostic trouble code.
Good.
We've got an airflow rate. Now I'm assuming if this was out of specs, in other words, if it was contaminated, reading low, that should show red. I don't know what FAID means. We can look into that in a minute. All right, let's see, how do we get out of there?
So why is the motor hunting right now?
Because of the lazy O2 sensors.
You know, we seen evidence of that in the...
Not yet, we're not there yet. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of, right there was, okay, let me go back to live data. Okay, more. Okay, so you can't, I can't access like a down screen, but I thought maybe going that way, but that doesn't do anything. So I'm assuming more
So this is not the
is
Pro.
going to be cover sample combine. No, we don't need any of that.
So we're not
Okay.
at Pro level with this yet. We're just normal.
No, we're just trying to see how user friendly it is here. All right, so okay, there's more information than that I want to access, and it's not okay. That being said, that's already a strike because it won't give me the live data unless that's all the data that it gives.
Didn't it have an O2 test thing that goes
Yeah,
with that?
so this is giving me airflow, throttle position, load value, control module voltage, engine coolant temperature. All right.
And when you push more, what's it do?
More gives me compare sample, combine, report, record. We don't need any of
No
that.
more testing though.
What's this? That's a different platform, right? Okay. So we can only view 2 to 4. Okay, we have airflow rate, low value, coolant temperature, and that's it.
Not really getting very detailed.
It doesn't have, okay, there, it has it. It has to have it, but it's not, I can't get at it right away. Okay, so let me go back.
It's not user friendly.
Let's go to O2. Okay. Rich to lean sensor threshold. Test value at 0.54. No standard value, no standard value. Test value. Minimum sensor voltage for test cycle calculated. Stand value. Definitely not what I'm used to seeing for information on an O2. I don't see any live.
So you on the O2
I don't.
test right
Yeah,
now?
I'm on O2, but I don't see any information coming to me. I'm not seeing a graph. I'm not seeing voltage. I'm not seeing any live data.
Nothing you can see a hiccup in.
No, we're not in the right part, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so let's try that one more time. Is that something that I need to... Okay, let's try okay. Oh, there's nothing there. Back, that just takes us back out. Okay, so it's not as user-friendly as most handheld scan tools.
Now, is that entry level
I don't
or more pro level stuff?
Just entry level. What I'm looking for here is where the information is from the car being told to me. So I don't see any movement. I don't see any voltage. I should be seeing some type of fluctuation in values here, and I don't see any of that. I just see test value, stand value, voltage, and value okay. I don't... I don't see anything here. Hold up.
No movement.
Nothing. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna take time to go in and look, because when you're checking an O2 or you're checking an air fuel ratio, you see movement in voltage, so you can see if it's doing its job, and I don't see any of that here. That being said, not moved by that. All right, let's go to code.
So what about that live data stream? Did you push them? You went through.
Well, that's where I was at, and I could only get a few things. So, read codes. Okay, it says it has no fault codes. Okay, all right. Freeze frame, it's going to be no freeze frame because there's no codes. And those are my only options. Okay, let me go back to live data. So in this live data, all I'm getting is the absolute throttle position, airflow rate, load value, module voltage, and engine coolant temperature.
Yeah, not enough to tell you.
I mean, that's not really telling me anything. All right, so let's see what this back button does. Wow, okay.
What about that setting in the bottom center?
Okay. Okay, and more does what? We went to more, right?
Right there. No, it was go back a screen.
Go back one?
Back up. There you go.
Okay.
Bottom center.
This?
Settings.
Okay, settings.
What's that do?
Upgrade, order, repair info, feedback. Nothing.
Nothing there.
Nothing there for me.
Was that other or order?
Order. That was order. Okay, let me go back here. They can't. There's no way that's the only information it gives. Okay, so it's not. Okay, so we can get a graph, but that's just for the airflow. That's nice. Okay, but that wasn't a problem. Okay, so then if I go that way, oh, it's there. Okay, so those.
Okay, both go back and go up and down.
Okay, so those right there are gonna give me the graph. If I hover over
There's a button
the graph,
okay.
that's gonna give it to me. Okay, but that's still only that information. All right, so what is 23? I'm at a loss. That is not enough information. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. All right, so scroll up. Okay, so we got engine RPM, fuel system, it's in closed loop. We have timing.
So now we're getting our data we're looking for.
We're getting the data that we want. We got intake air temperature. Okay. Okay, we got the location of the sensors. We got the long fuel trim, long-term fuel trim, short-term fuel trim. Okay, that's getting active data. It's at 0 for the long. Okay, here we go. Now we're talking. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. Those two are what I wanted to see. Okay.
And there was a compare button in that you had available.
Find something?
Yeah, it's like a cell phone. You got to use your finger to swipe it up and down, side to side.
Okay, so I can't see more than one sensor at a time. So that's give or take. You want to see both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
You cannot.
What about that compare button we had earlier?
Okay. No, that was the graph. That was the graph. Okay, so that allowed me to see.
Can you save the sample and get another one, or maybe?
Okay, okay.
There wasn't a compare. I thought I saw a compare somewhere.
Okay, so we have oxygen sensor, bank 2, sensor 2. So we have over here, we have our margin of 0.1 to 0.9, so we can see our fluctuation here. Data isn't coming too quick. So this is where the graph would prove good information, because here in digital form, I know it's moving faster than that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna come over here. We're gonna see our graph.
So what are you looking for right now?
I'm looking for a fluctuation of from 0.1 to 0.9. I mean, that's really. So if we were looking at a good oxygen sensor, I'd be seeing it going from 0.6 to 0.9, 0.6 to 0.9, 0.6 to 0.9.
So this is a lazy one then?
This one's really lazy. It's really tired. It's not moving. It's just flat.
So it's not reading the air fuel changes.
It's not. It's lazy. But we knew that already. I do kind of like the scroll up, but I'd like it if it had a little bit more information. But
yeah,
it's okay.
It's not a high-end tool.
No, but it's got good information and it's easy to read.
And getting used to it obviously would help.
Right, getting used to it obviously helps. So I've got a little bit of good movement on the short-term fuel trim. So I can see if I've got a vacuum leak here. So this is good information that I can see both of those active right now. Because I can see bank 1 is 1, 2, 3, bank 2 is 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can see comparatively they should be the same. So that's helpful. That information is helpful to me. So basically that's it. We got vehicle speed, short term for bank 1 and bank 2. We got data. We got voltage, long term,
so you could be running this
intake air.
You could be running this down the road and checking stuff,
right,
like speed, gear,
right.
that kind of crap.
Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. So now that we learned how to use that, let's go back. Now I don't know. Does this give me misfire? Is that? Oh, those.
Something new there.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, this is telling me what's available for this car. So it's going to give me data on misfire, fuel, catalyst, evap, O2s. All right, so that's what's available. Let's see what this button does. Nothing. Okay. All right. Let me do this now. Go back.
Is there an upgrade feature on this or not?
There was. In settings, there was. So basically what they said when I was reading the instruction is you can update it. It's updatable.
Okay.
So that's good.
So we don't know what variation this thing is. So.
Okay. We can erase the code. We can see freeze frame. I don't know what this report is. Oh, this is basically saving information. Okay. All right.
It's got a database in it then.
Through and through, by and by. Nice. We got the upgrade, order form. We got a feedback. So there's interactivity with the maker.
What's repair info?
That's not bad. Repair info. Coverage, learning instructions, video. So it's got like the ability to teach us how to use it. Failed.
Oh, okay. So there's some instructions online.
Okay. So you know what? That's probably when we have to be plugged in. All right. Okay. Learning. Okay. So I think we have to be online to access that feature.
Okay.
Same with the video, probably.
So overall, what do you think of it?
Overall, I'm impressed. It's going to take a little bit of time to learn how to use it. It doesn't have the same platforms as like a Snap-on or other brands that are out there.
You mean like your intelligent machine over there that costs like $20K?
Yes, but that's $20K. This is not compared. You can't compare.
Hey, what about $800 a month upkeep too?
You know, so yeah. That being said, this is a good unit. I can see where it's got information. It's pretty quick.
There's enough data there to actually help somebody.
It is. If
you know what you're doing.
It's decent. Yeah. It's decent. A lot of it is user learning, but as far as what I've seen and how I'm looking at it, it's good. It's a good piece.
So if you got different levels of knowledge, you got options to be able to use it more and more.
Not only that, but I've got to learn how to use the unit. But as far as like the information that it puts out, the screen display, how fast it is giving me the data coming back.
Screen's good. You can read it. It's clear.
It's decent. Yeah, it's decent.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like it. Don't need a magnifying glass to read it.
No, and it's nice. Very nice. Fits in the hand. I mean, it feels quality. Get screenshots.
We haven't given a drop test
yet. We won't be doing any drop testing today.
Oh, I'm not going to do that?
No, we won't be doing any drop testing today.
It's my favorite test.
So, as I said earlier, our throttle position was in the red here. So this must be telling us that there is an oscillation there, and I like that feature. That's something that I'm noticing more and more on Diagnostic. It's saying, hey, that's out of spec.
Yeah.
That's out of spec. That's out of spec.
Yeah, go find it.
So go find out what's going on. So that feature is, they just introduced that feature in the Snap-on last year. So this has obviously got that feature. So that being said, that helps detect.
So they're keeping up to date.
Right, that helps detect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
So basically, uneven running this thing is the O2 sensors.
It's got lazy O2s.
It's not really, the computer can't tell really in live time what's going on, so
Right.
it's chasing its tail.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
All right. All right, so that looked fairly good.
It did.
And
I'm
these,
impressed.
and these didn't tell you all that in the instructions here?
Well, we're definitely going to read those. Yeah.
I don't think that's much to
We're
read.
definitely going to read those.
I don't think there's much to
I'm
read.
actually going to watch the video because this does feel like a pretty decent unit.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I actually.
So that means he's stealing it from me because I have no idea how to use it.
And the screen's impressive.
You like the screen?
I like the screen.
There you go.
I like the screen. And I like the fact that it's updatable.
Oh, there you go. Good. All right, well, there you go.
All right.
Okay, we got another test out here.
All right, so we got a car now that we has a check engine light. It's a Honda
All right.
OBD2 system. So we are going to
You're famous, huh?
check it out.
Louis collection.
Well, it's a new tool. Is that a snap-on tool? It says so on the back.
All we have to do is plug it in a little connector.
Does the light help you down there?
All right.
You like that light I give you?
All right. Okay, we're good. All right, we're gonna get codes. We're looking for DTCs. Now this is good because it's gonna. You know what I didn't notice in that last video is it didn't tell us what type of car we were working on.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I never saw it. But
No, it didn't.
Does it tell on this one?
No,
Probably
it's
not.
not. It's basically just doing global.
So it doesn't tell you what you're doing.
It doesn't tell us what car it's on.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so this one has a P0128, the coolant temperature. The thermostat is stuck open. It's telling us it's a current code.
Oh, there's the code up there. Okay.
So let's see if it gives us data. Oh, so we're gonna have to get this thing to a internet so that it gives us data because it looks like it can give us data. But at least it's telling us what it is. It needs a thermostat.
Oh, so it could overheat. Yeah, I gotta keep an eye on
It's
it.
stuck open. It's
so it's not gonna
stuck open.
overheat.
It's not gonna
Temperature
overheat.
gauge is fine over there. He's right on temperature.
Yeah, it's just stuck open.
So the code's for the temperature of the motor.
Let's go to freeze frame. All right, so basically this is telling us all the parameters of what the engine was doing when it threw that check engine light.
Yeah, dude.
Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so
No red anywhere.
no. Well, this specific code has to do with time lapse. So how long the car was running, how long it had to cool to reach a certain temperature, and so that's not really going to show up right there.
All right.
So other than that, we were able to see it. But I just noticed that it doesn't tell us
What the vehicle is.
what the vehicle is,
So
which is not really that important, but
Well, I don't know how you would know it's right or wrong.
it's nice to see that you're working on a specific vehicle
Yeah.
and it's not doing that. But
All right.
not a deal breaker. All right.
So what level you're at now?
Yeah, exactly.
What's your 1 to 10 scale?
I'm still at an 8.
8.
I'm still at 8.
I'll give it a 10.
I'm still at an
You're
8.
like 10, you got an
I'm still at an 8.
8. But noisy bikes.
No, not only
There you
can you
go.
not do a smog, but we're gonna have to fix that